Hello everyone, I'm here with the video I hate doing every year, but everyone keeps wanting me to do it, so we're gonna do it. Alright, so just to get it out of the way, I hope everyone had a happy holiday, regardless of what you celebrated. Or if you celebrated nothing, I hope it was a good Friday for you. Regardless, I hope everyone out there is doing well. I hope you're all happy and healthy and got through 2020 intact, as much as any of us could have gotten through intact. This is the yearly video that I don't like doing because I know a lot of people out there don't get as much as I do on Christmas. This is a large family who gangs up on my Amazon list around December, and they are very appreciative of what I do for my family. So, yeah, it's a lot, as you can probably see, because I didn't have space to keep it out of frame. That said, I always feel bad. So, but I hope everyone got something they really wanted. I hope everyone got their favorite thing off their wish list this year. So, yeah, people want me to show it off, so we're going to show it off as we usually do. This is the yearly video for the Christmas haul. And once again, thank you to, well, let me get my, all of my thanks out of the way. Thank you to everyone watching. Who have kept me going and really have helped my own mental state, whether you commented on a video or have been hanging out on the live streams on Twitch. Thank you very, very much. It's been a breath of fresh air that is very much needed this year. Very much enjoyed hanging out with everybody. For my patrons who have been supporting me through the ups and downs of the year with my erratic schedule, thank you very much for continuing to have faith. As always, I'm trying to do a lot more for you guys, and we're hoping that 2021 is not so freaking chaotic. Of course, if it is any more chaotic, I think we got more to worry about than toy reviews. But that's, and of course, thank you to my family for all of this. You guys, I hope you really hope you're doing well through 2020, because I'm going to feel bad about any of this. All right, I'm going to make another note here before we actually start showing things off. This is the first video I've ever shot with my brand new camera. So hopefully things are a lot more clear. Hopefully this is a much nicer quality. Unfortunately, you might be able to see all of my acne and skin conditions now. I apologize. But I want to, I figure, why not? Let's break out the new camera in order to actually do this video, so maybe you can see things in better clarity. Because that's going to be necessary for some of this, because, yeah, some of this is quite tiny. So that is a... Oh, I didn't turn on autofocus for this, did I? Oops. But yeah, these are the super tiny world's smallest Masters of the Universe toys. I love these things. I got the Transformer ones, and they're just super charming and adorable and fun to take weird photos with. So we got the He-Man set, and we got a Ninja Turtle set. So it's 4 He-Man characters, all 4 Ninja Turtles, and a Battle Cat. Battle Cat came in the deluxe box, as deluxe as these little things get. So that was a whole bunch of stocking stuffer, a whole bunch of stocking stuffer. And hopefully, and luckily, that's the easy stuff to figure out, because that stuff I can all do take it out of the box, and they're much smaller to figure out where it's all going to go. Beyond that, it gets a little bit harder. So we have a couple more from the same company, actually, the Tiny Arcades. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, don't buy the Ninja Turtle one. It's terrible. But these are actually replicating simple arcade games. These are generally pretty good. So get these. Yeah, I'm actually kind of eager. I have a nice little collection of them. I'm behind on a few, but it is a fun little thing to have, just all these super tiny arcade cabinets floating around. What do I do next? Because this is so I have no idea. I did get a dice chest, and it's a fun dice chest because it's a mimic. It's a mimic dice chest. That is awesome. And I do have a nice set of super very icy dice to go with it, which doesn't quite work for a mimic, but I've got plenty of bloody dice I can put in there. So we put that one off to the side. What else? Very little Tokusatsu stuff this year. I had a list full of things from 01 that I skipped, a lot of the weapon toys especially, so I'm actually surprised not a lot of it was under the tree. We did get a Progrise key for double, though, If you saw me on my live stream on Christmas Eve, I actually got a package from HLJ during the live stream where we got in a bunch of these and I built them and tried them out on camera. So, hey, there's a little bit of a Tokusatsu toy show off in the last VOD if you wanted to go watch it. I got the Agito one. Well, we can keep in a similar Tokusatsu. I do have the Nendoroid for Gridman SSSS. It's the DX version, so he's got a ton of little parts. He's got a little building display he can stand around. He's got all kinds of effect parts and weapons. I love the Gridman came back. I love that people actually know what Gridman is. It makes me happy. Where else? I guess Gridman follows in a similar vein to this. An entire box of Digimon Adventure miniatures. I've got the Agumon one. Someone sent me the Agumon one years ago. And this just happened to be on Amazon. So let's see. I might blind box blitz this because I don't know. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assortments. And I don't know how many are actually in here. Probably 8. I don't know if it's the whole set. But that might make for a fun little like, looky video. And now I need to figure out how to get set 2 so I can get the rest of the cast. I guess if we, I guess we're talking like Digimon and arcade games, we can move on to some of the video game stuff. So I did get the Sega Genesis Mini to add to my miniature console collection. Tons of games on this that I have never played. Dynamite Headdy, I've barely played. Light Crusader, I've never heard of. Landstalker, I've never heard of. Golden Axe, I've barely played. A lot of stuff I really enjoyed. There's no Sonic 3 and Knuckles. What is wrong with you, Sega? Yeah, but I'm actually really looking forward to this, including Mega Man Wily Wars, which was never commercially released in the US, and even in Japan was only a download game, because Sega got really early in on download games back then. And then, yeah, we got an extra controller for that with a 6-button. So I believe there's a Street Fighter on here. Is there? There should be like, I thought there'd be like Street Fighter Hyper Fighting. It's Bloods. Looking. Yep. Hyper, yes. Yep. Special Championship Edition, which is basically Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So, okay, good for that. They don't have they don't have a, well, of course they don't have the original Mortal Kombat. They'd have to M-rate it, and they don't want to M-rate something they're selling as a toy. What else? Do we want? Oh, we can keep to the gaming. More of my Animal Crossing love. Some Amiibo that I did not have. KK Slider. So that adds to the collection. Yeah, I'm trying to keep to the ones that show up in New Horizons. And there's like so many of them that they did that were from previous games. I don't know who they are. I barely know who these two are. But yeah, more Amiibo. More Animal Crossing stuff, please. And then we have, let's move to the Switch games we got for the year, which is going to be Immortals Phoenix Rising, some Greek mythology adventures, that's right up my alley, and then Super Mario Maker 2, which is going to keep me busy forever, not only because I love making the games, but also because, tons and tons of levels have already been made. And then, with a big sticker on the front, Daemon X Machina, which I've been looking forward to since the very first trailer they put out. Go away. Stupid sticker. We're going to stream this, by the way. Giant super anime style mecha combat. Yeah. We're going to stream Daemon X Machina. And then this one. The Ring Fit Adventure. I'm trying to be healthier. That's not a resolution or anything. I'm like legitimately trying to be healthier with myself. I quit soda just like about a month I want to say a month and a half, but I think that's being a little bit too generous to me. But about a month and a half ago, since I've had my last soda, after like a 4 to 6 a day addiction for like my whole life. So cutting that out completely, and I'm trying to find some inventive ways to get some of the weight off without having to go to the gym. So we're going to try this out too. This one I cannot stream just because the setup would be like bizarre and extraordinarily difficult. I'm not even sure how to get enough space to play this because there's stretching and yoga involved. But that's on the list. Oh, I should have done this during the RPG sec. I should have saved this for the Mimic section. I should have had a D&D section. This is a whole set of resin molds for making your own dice. That's one of the little hobbies I took up in 2020 while I had nothing to do. I made a dice mold. I made dice molds and I made my own D20s. So that will let me make entire sets of dice all myself. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And in similar D&D, we have a set of books. We got the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide, and Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus to add to my D&D book collection. There's something in the back of my head that's like, someday I might want to DM. So I'm trying to set up books for adventures that I could send people on. Now, it'd be a far out thing, but it's in my head to do. Let's see. I got a Gamera. This was just something I randomly threw on my list because I noticed it and it wasn't that expensive. But yeah, I got the Heisei Gamera. If you've never seen the Heisei Gamera movies, do yourself a favor. Like, there's some really good kaiju movies. Now, there's legitimately like shots and scenes that I like better in Gamera than I do in most Godzillas. Not even exaggerating on that. Let's see. I want to save like equipment and toys, Transformers for last. So we got a big Mega Man statue. This is fun because the E-Tank is the E-Tank is what plugs in, and then if you put the Mega Man close to it, and then it causes Mega Man to light up. So it's like it's an induction it's an induction light up gimmick, which is actually really neat. But it's just more Mega Man love is what it is. I need to figure out where he's going to go too, because he's like a brilliant looking Mega Man, and I need space. I have two Mega Man shelves, and they're both loaded right now. Let's see, this Transformers. Okay, so this is another big one. So when Super 7 said they were going to do like classic style Ninja Turtle toys, I thought it was brilliant because instead of making them cartoon accurate, which so many other toy lines have done with Ninja Turtle properties over the years, this is accurate to the original toys, which makes them very distinct and like super like nostalgic for people like me that grew up with the original Ninja Turtle toy line. And Baxter was one of my favorite figures. And like, these were expensive. Like $45 a pop for these figures. And I had like, how did you get away with charging so much for that? Like, look at the size of it. No wonder. It's like, no wonder they charge so much. That's like an extreme size for these things. So that'll be fun to experiment with. And I love how much, like, they put a lot of effort into this. Like, one of the things that I noticed about this particular piece is that he has all of these, like, aside from just swappable hands and everything the original toy didn't have, he has colored versions of his weapons, but he also has a sprue of just normal plain ones. So if you want something more familiar to the old toy, that's actually like a really cool extra mile to go. So I kind of wish I got in on all of these, but they're so freaking expensive. Someone hit me up when Krang's around again. All right, so we can move. Do we move into Transformers now? Oh, yeah, we'll move into Transformers with something that's not Transformers. We're adding to the Tobot V collection. I still have to finish the review I did for Troll and, what's his name? Whose name escapes me because it's been a heck of a day. But, yeah, so we got Powertrain now, who looks absolutely awesome. Turns into a train. Of course he does, like a full-length commuter train. Because Japan. Actually, because Korea. It's a Korean toy line. But yeah, like the Tobot stuff has been like really good to me. Especially Tobot V. I actually want to get more of those. So that's another one I'm looking forward to getting into. And then I guess that can roll us into the Transformer gets for the year. So we have all three editions of Transformers, the manga novels. So Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. Finally, there's a little bit of like, there's which one do I want? Yeah. Some good Star Saber fiction in the US, finally. That's a lot of reading. That's a lot of reading to go through. But I'm actually looking forward to it because it's media that like has been very obscure until now, until they finally started doing releases for it. We got a Soul Bumblebee or Cyberverse figure, Meteor Fire, the Battle Call version. I'm actually kind of curious how the voice activation is on this. I don't expect it to be great or to be like super accurate, but like I'm actually very curious about how it works too, especially with like the armor gimmick as well. Though it does look like pretty simple, just like clip it on armor now that I look at it. But I don't know, he seems like the most interesting one out of those battle calls. We move on to selects. Can anyone guess which selects it is? Can anyone guess? Well, if I do that, you're gonna see. But can anyone guess? You got like 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Rotostorm. I love this. I love that they repainted it from Spinister, so he has the 2 cockpits for his legs, but that's not where Rotostorm kept his cockpit. So his chest has a 3rd cockpit painted on in order to make up for it. He's a weird one, and he looks really nice. Like, I'm glad that some of the Euro G ones got some love. Please, Rapido. Please, a Rapido. And then we have this one, which, because it's flat, is a little bit more of a giveaway. This one is, of course, the Spy Pack. So more cassettes for Soundwave, and a couple for Double Dealer, oddly enough, since he shares the gimmick for his particular minions. So it's nice to have that guy complete at least. He's got his 2 little running buddies, and Soundwave gets his like full ensemble. I always hate when they do Wing Thing in orange because Wing Thing was mostly black. Just saying. That's all good. Big Transformer get this year. I'm trying to cut back on Masterpiece, but Lio Convoy is on my list because he just looks absolutely epic. I have had a friend who broke a couple of these, so I know where and I know how, so I'm going to be exceptionally careful with mine. But yeah, he just looks... I love the design on Lio Convoy. He was one of my first imported Transformer toys. I'm looking forward to getting into this guy. A little bit of trepidation because Masterpiece has not been terribly reliable, despite the long life design. Yeah, not so long. And I think that gets us into the last run of the haul this year, and that would be equipment. And the equipment this year starts off with a brand new webcam. So that's going to up my streaming game considerably. This is like a proper 1080 60 FPS cam. They've got it's a lot higher quality than what I got right now. It's like, this is good enough to where I could just turn it on and record content from my computer chair without having to set up lights and cameras like I'm doing here. And so like that might lead to me being able to like hammer out a whole bunch of different videos. I'm hoping so anyway. I'm looking forward to playing with this. I really want to see just like how good of a quality I can get out of it. Moving on to more equipment, we have a brand new drawing tablet. I got one that didn't have a screen, and it was so awkward to use because I couldn't see what was being put down. But with the screen, I'm really excited for this. I just finished a project where this would have helped tremendously. So it's unfortunate timing, but this looks fun. This looks fun. I've been wanting to do something with this, like this for a long time. This is kind of what's kept me from being able to like draw and design some of my own stuff, and like that'll change. That will change. Also on the equipment side, see this over here, this box behind me, which if I can just root around in it, is a set of new lights. Big full LED panels, new tripods for mounting them, though I want to get armatures to hang them from. Because I'm trying to reduce how many tripods I need to set up for a shoot. 3 is a little much. You lose space quickly. And then there's the 2 big things. I hope my family ganged up on these and like went in together to get them. I hope no one paid all the price for just one. This big box I can't show you, and I don't even know if it's I don't know if this is high quality enough to start reading some of these. All right, that's giving it anyway. Let's see. Is the design on this side? Yes, it is. Is my address on it? No. It's a 3D printer. I've never owned one. That's exciting. It's a simple one. It's nothing like grandiose or anything. It's not going to make me like full-scale action figures or anything, but as baby's first 3D printer, it's fantastic. It should be pretty good. I'm actually looking forward to like finding the first thing I'm going to print out. You know, that's a little bit of an exciting world to go into. I have no idea where it's going to go in this room though. I need some place to put it. Hopefully some ventilation, because I know the smell can be, because it's melting plastic. We'll figure it all out. I got to figure it all out. And then there's the big one. So I think the big thing for this holiday season was going to be either a PS5 or an Xbox Series X, or if you haven't been able to find one before now, like a Nintendo Switch, because that's still like selling too fast for them to keep in stock everywhere. On the other hand, I was looking for a different kind of console this year, because after this year, I needed to escape reality. We have the Oculus Quest 2, all-in-one VR experience. I owned the first wireless Oculus. I can't remember if it was the Quest 1. It was baby's first Oculus, but I had so much fun with it. I really wanted to have another one that was real and it could play the real games. So this can play the real games without hooking up to my PC. My PC's qualified for it, but it's all the cables that go into it that kind of like freaks me out. But this is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. I am so looking forward to this. So I might spend the rest of 2020 in another world. Don't we all wish we could do that? But I believe, unless anything late came in, that is the Christmas haul. Whoo boy. There are a few things I haven't gotten to show off, like the money presents and something from my girlfriend that I still haven't opened because she didn't say I could open it yet. But we'll get around to that. But yeah, that's the Christmas haul video. That's everything I got. I hope this video came out okay. I'm just testing out the camera for the first time. I hope I don't look too ugly because I haven't really cleaned up or anything. I just basically just came in just from the parentals with everything, and I stayed safe. Don't worry, we're okay. But I've got a lot to unpack, and I've got a lot to I got to figure out where a lot of this goes. So I need to probably close it up now and get on that, or else I'm not going to have a place to sleep tonight. But thank you guys for watching all year. Thank you for whatever support you have shown, whether you're donating on Patreon or just sharing my videos or just hitting the like and subscribe and the bell. All of that is super, super important that you hit all those buttons now. But whatever you've done to support me throughout the year, I deeply appreciate it, and I absolutely want to make sure I am worth that support for as long as I'm still doing this. I'm setting up really cool stuff for 2020. Stuff I'm really looking forward to. You'll get a bit of a look at it sometime in the next few days. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for caring about some geek with an opinion for all this time. And hopefully I will see all of you guys in 2021.